Page 41, Courante is another type of dance found in suites. Okay, got a lot of 16th notes in it. Let's look it over here. Again, I want a fingering that works well, but this is kind of fast, so the fingering has to work at a high speed. So the fingering I start with, I may have to change later. So look it over. It's a page long. Now the whole thing is repeated, but it's a page of music to deal with. Treble bass clef, 2 flats in the key signature. This is in the key of B flat major. So make sure you're doing the scales for B flat major and G minor, because G minor has 2 flats in the key signature. And 3/4 times, one hand at a time on this rhythm. 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 E, 1 E and a. See, slow it way down. 1 E and a 2 E. 1 E and a 2 E, a 3 E and a 1 E. And then measure 5. You have to come from here to here. Well, that's rather inconvenient. But right now we'll do that. I may change it later. So we're going from here. 1 E and a. And they say 4th finger. And the idea is that because it's an easier finger to use. But there's nothing wrong. The problem is this is fast. And if you can't do that, then yes, you need 4th finger. So you're going to 4 here. And then 1. And then 1. And just stay there. These runs going up and down is kind of like a B flat major scale. Look at measure 11. You hear? And that's just a broken chord in the next to last measure. Left hand is just. No big deal. Now here. Measure 5, we cross over. Now measure 8, if you don't want to be up here, you got to do that. I don't know how big your hands are, but if you can fit, go up here. You can go here. You just take these 2 fingers and switch them around, and you can do that too. But measure 9, we got 2 voices now. Hold the dotted half notes down. 1, 2. And then the third to the last measure, or measure what? 13. 2 voices here. And then hold the F down as you do that. There. I would recommend, if you can, rather than 4th finger on the F, use 3rd, if you can go there. And then 2, so you can hold these 2 down. This way you can reach that last note better. Here, because if you use 4, that's a stretch, but if you use 3, you got a better chance. Up to you. So then I'd put the hands together real slow. Easy to do, but just you have to look down at the keyboard. I have to practice that. And this business of these 16th notes, measures 5, 6, and 7, and so forth, it's awkward because you're using different fingers at the same time. Go slow and do it similar to the way I say to do the scales. One real super slow, 1 note per beat. Drop the wrist and accent. You think, yeah, well, this helps to drill it into the muscle memory. And then go 2 beats and accent every other beat. accent. And if you can, it doesn't fit real well. If you can, do 3 notes. Play them as here. Three notes per beat. And then finally four notes per beat. To get this feeling of using the different fingers in the hands at the same time, but it's got to be accurate. It's got to be even, it's got to be controlled, the right notes, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so put the hands together, and then I'll go back over slowly and get rid of the hesitations. And then as far as the articulation goes, you're pretty much connecting it. You're lifting up for the phrasing. This, I think you can get away with actually separating these notes. Connect the notes that are next to each other here, but separate the others. And of course, the 16th notes, you connect them. And if you're just not getting it, going from measure 4 to 5, get this. Then leave out that note. Leave out that note in the right hand. Just play it. Yeah. Now we can adjust this a little bit so that we don't have to do this here. Yeah, doesn't fit real well. Change the fingering in the left hand, and then in measure 5, that note, I'll play that note with the left hand. That way the right hand can already be there. So in measure 3, you're here. Instead of that, I don't want a thumb there because I want to play this note too at the same time. So it's measure 4. I'm going to go a thumb, and then I can go a 3, and then I can do the 2 together. And I don't have to make this jump. So measure 3 is here. Thumb here now. 4. Now I'm going to play that note, and the left hand and the right hand can come up here. And I don't have to do that jump at all. Now when you get down to measure 9 here, you can separate these here, but hold that half note down, dotted half. You can separate those if you want, or you can connect it, whichever is easier for you to do for now. And then the speed. Well, keep in mind the speed is the overall feel of the piece. It may or may not be the speed of the beat. When you have a bunch of subdivided beats, that's going to slow it down. How fast can you play these accurately? However fast you can play those is going to be your allegro for now. And if that's it, 1, 2, 3, see, that's not allegro, but the feel of it might be faster than that. Repeat that and do the whole mess again. Yeah, whatever. But you don't have to go that fast. Take it at your speed. That's a little slow, but if that's your speed that's accurate, that's close enough for me.